Hello, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me. Stop the sharing. Here we go. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me out of the United Lounge here in San Francisco, the new one, but the small one. But surprisingly, all of Silicon Valley this week isn't very busy. Today, on Wednesday, has not been very busy. Unfavorable bandwidth restrictions, unfavorable audio restrictions using my headset. Hope you can understand me. So yesterday, VMware kind of surprised everybody to a certain point, if you've not been following closely, with a major announcement around the end-user computing space, as they call it, which is really the virtual desktop integration piece. Now, that all sounds horribly technically. What it really means is a key innovation for the future of work, right? We all work with our different devices, smartphones, tablets, laptops. I blocked how hard it's to install Microsoft Office, which was pretty hard for the time. We all download gazillions of data on iOS devices to upgrade them. If you have a number of apps on there, right? The strong point is the apps. You have to download everything for every apps on every device for all the different versions Apple supports. We have to keep installing software, syncing things, right? Dropbox is big, Box is big. It's a pain to get all your data. So what if you could have this desktop somewhere, well, in the cloud, where all your information is together and you can access it from your devices. And it could be even stateful in the sense like I'm open, working on a document, like this morning, leaving my home early in San Diego to come out to some video shooting up in the Bay Area, opening up my tablet on the plane with skimpy Wi-Fi, seeing the same document I was working on. That would be all great. I can't really see who misses that. So in the past, all these scenarios for lawyers who work on sensitive information, for healthcare workers who shouldn't access patient data or can't bring devices. These were all the typical virtual desktop integration scenarios. And they always have been, well, pretty hard to implement, pretty hard to run. For the reasons that they were hard to set up, they were expensive to run. Professionals like consultants would have their own devices, so why would I run something else on top of that? An interesting space, but it has not been arrived because the cost was simply too high. And good to see that there's innovation in this space, right? The 800-pound gorillas are Citrix and VMware and a couple of other smaller players, but mostly it's happening there. VMware has been showing some light. If you look at my VMworld reports on that, always look a little bit at the UC space. And Sanjay Ponan, former SAP executive, joined there. First thing they've done is acquire Horizon, a really well-working EUC product, which I had the chance to test from different locations in the world, working well on GoGo Wi-Fi, working well transatlantic Wi-Fi, which is a little more skimpy. I tried in a couple locations, even as far as going as exotic to Tahiti. You can run that Horizon desktop. And then VMware obviously made the AirWatch transition and the acquisition and the AppVolumes acquisition, bringing together what was codenamed the A2 project back at VMworld, and now coming into the announcement of Workspace ONE, which is the latest attempt of doing this. So all the goodies of running applications across devices, iOS, Android, and Windows 10 are supported. And by the way, the Windows 10 support was a lucky strike for VMware because AirWatch from their mobile device management MDM capability supported Windows mobile phone. And because Microsoft made the Windows 10 platform a common platform, all of a sudden, all the very mature MDM capabilities of AirWatch came specifically to manage all kind of Windows devices, including PC. So a good thing. Have to check with the people there if they foresaw that. Definitely something where Microsoft helped VMware, in this case, the EUC people, quite a lot. So overall, I think it's a good move. If the pricing is interesting, starts very cheap, which is always good to see. At $8, goes high in $250, so we'll see that. Pricing has always, and maintenance has been the issue. Moving now this desktop obviously to the cloud is interesting, and the really interesting thing is a capability which VMware showed, I think, 2 years ago, the AppVolumes acquisition, where you basically slice in on the hypervisor, on the backend, in the cloud, the application and the data access that you want to have. And that was magical. It's one of the most impressive demos you have. You have an empty desktop, and it's literally populated with working applications with your data in a matter of a few seconds. The same works on the mobile device in the same way. So bring your own device is very well supported. We'll have to see in the details. So overall, I think probably the best step at getting the EUC bubble a EUC adoption bubble in enterprise to burst. I certainly would like to have a virtual desktop instead of dealing with different devices which I have to sync depending on the trip I want to take. I would like to go to that part. Let me know what your view on this is. Thanks for watching. Take a look, take a spin of the VMware Workspace ONE if you're interested in the EUC space, and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.